Hello, my name is Miranda Ednison, and I am excited about you listening and you tuning in at this time. I just want to share some tips with you. I wanted to share some temperament tips with you. The other day I was reading an article from 0 to 3.org, and it talked about how it is important for parents to understand and know their child's temperament. Do you know your child's temperament? If not, I'm just going to share some things with you, and I hope that this will be helpful. Now, understanding your child's temperament. Let me say something with you. Every child is born with his or her own individual way of approaching the world. And that's a temperament. Every person is different. Even us as adults, we're different. All of us have different personalities and the way we perceive and the way we handle situations. So as a parent, it is extremely important that you understand your child's temperament so that you know how to parent your child. Not only that, it's important that as a parent that you understand your parenting style. Do you know what type of parent you are? Do you know your parenting style? Because whatever your parenting style is, it's important that you know your child's parenting style so that your parenting style can match your child's temperament. Because every child is different, and when you understand your child's temperament, then you will know how to adjust your parenting style. The parenting style needs to address your child's temperament. All right, here's how you can tune into your child's temperament to anticipate how they will act. There are 5 characteristics that describe an individual's temperament. There's emotional intensity, activity level, frustration tolerance, reaction to new people, reaction to change. Your child's going to fall somewhere in that category. So that's why it's important that you understand and you know that so that you can become your child's advocate. You can help your child adapt. Understanding your child's temperament, when you understand that your child is that because that's the way they're born, you don't need to try to change that child. What you do as a parent is you help mold that child. You help that child to adapt, and you become their child's advocate. You don't let anybody hurt them and label them and call them any kind of name, but you help others see that maybe she just needs, instead of saying, well, she's this or she's acting funny, well, you help that person to see, oh, it just takes Susan a little time to warm up. Maybe your child is going over to Aunt Susan's house, and Aunt Susan doesn't quite understand why she's acting a little drawn back. Well, you might want to give Aunt Susan that book that your child likes. And then you say, well, she likes this story. Maybe you want to try to read this story. But guess what? That means you're working alongside your child's temperament, and you're helping your child warm up to Aunt Susan. So like I said, each child is different. And when you begin to understand your child, then it's your job as a parent to give your child the tools that they need so that they can see the world the way they should see the world. Now, my next question is, what is your parenting style? There's different parenting styles. Now, I want to ask you a question. Are you that parent that is my way or the highway? You know, you have very high expectation, and there's no flexibility there. Are you that parent? You really don't have, there's not a lot of communication going on. What kind of parent are you? Are you the permissive parent? Now, the permissive parent lets the child do whatever they want to do. The child just gets to, this is the child that comes to school and it's cold outside like it is now. And they'll come to school with shorts on. Why? Because the parent lost the battle and the child won. The child was able to come to school with not a jacket or shorts on because the parent got into a fight that morning. So this is that permissive parent that lets the child kind of do whatever they want to do. You don't want to be that permissive parent. Okay, maybe you the parent when you say, well, I hadn't always been in my child's life, and I feel bad, so I want to bury him with everything, and the child just get to know you are the parent that is to work alongside and to guide your child and to lead your child the right way. Are you the uninvolved parent? I hope that you are not that uninvolved parent. If not, I hope that I'm saying something today to help you get involved. It's important that when you're driving down the road, or maybe you just picked your child up from daycare or school, you need to be asking your child questions instead of turn that music up loud. Turn that music down. Ask them, how was your day in school? Ask them open-ended questions. Open-ended questions, the question that's not a yes or no answer. Say, maybe you want to say, tell me about your day. What was your favorite part of the day today? You want to ask questions. It's important to become involved in conversation and communication. Please don't be that uninvolved parent. The uninvolved parent is the child gets to do whatever. There's very little communication. Not a lot of hugs, not a lot of kissing, you don't sit at the table and you don't eat lunch with them. You're just too busy. Maybe you say I work a lot and that is your excuse, but your child have everything. Or this is a parent that everyone should strive to be. And this is one of my favorites. This is the authoritative parent. And this parent has rules, but the rules are clear. And your child understands the reason behind the rule. That's what I'm talking about. Or you have great communication to the child and on the child's level, and the child understands what the rule is, why the rule is in place. Your child knows that when she gets home from school that she needs to go ahead and get her homework done. There's a system, there's structures going on. There's no such thing as staying up 10 o'clock at night, and your child knows what to expect because you kind of have some structure there. Expectation and goals are high, but it's clear and it's on the child's level. Better yet, and this is the parent that you give your child input on the goals. You give your child rules, but yet you kind of let them be a part of that rule. For an example, you remember I was telling you earlier about how the child comes to school with shorts on because the mama lost the battle, not because the child didn't have any clothes, because they were in a hurry and they didn't feel like fighting and they didn't guide. They didn't want to lead that morning. So when you come to the authoritative parent, this is what you do. You say, it is cold out. It's very cold outside. It's important that you put long sleeves on today, that you wear long sleeves. You don't let them, you kind of don't let them, go in the cold weather without the proper gear on. So you give them a choice. You put out 2 outfits, or you say, well, look, help me pick out, you can help me pick out the, the pants, the jeans, or the shirt. But this is it. I'm going to let you have 2 outfits. You can even pick the socks out. So you kind of let them. You're guiding them as a parent. You're keeping them safe, but yet you're giving them choices. And that's what parenting is about. And remember that you are your child's first teacher. It's really not up to the teachers in the school. It's really not up to the caregiver to do all the teaching, or grandma, nini, and pops. It is your job as a parent. You are your child's first teacher. What kind of life are you living at home? What the life that you live at home, guess what? Your child's going to go to school and they're going to display it. I see it all the time in role play. When your child is playing, some of the things that they do at home, they do it at school. But I hope today that I've shared some tips with you. I'm going to encourage you to understand your child, become their advocate, and understand their temperament. Understand your parenting style. Is your parenting style just too strong? Are you screaming, hollering, hollering and screaming all the time at your child that is sensitive? You might want to change your approach. Do you have clear goals and clear expectations? Do you have some structure in your home? Do every day Johnny knows at 8 o'clock it's bedtime? You brush your teeth and it's time to go to bed? Or is it a losing battle? It takes consistency. It takes doing it every day, and it becomes a habit. So I hope that I've shared some great tips with you today. If you would like more information, I can send you information on parenting style. I can send you some information on understanding your child's temperament. I have some resources that I would love to share with you. I hope that I've said something today that has been very helpful. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video and you feel like it would be helpful to others, please share this video. Please share it. Once again, my name is Miranda Edness, and I have had fun talking with you today. Have a wonderful afternoon or a wonderful night. Thank you. Bye-bye.